Agreed. Maybe a few pounds too much, but not really. Whoa. Okay, can you just pause it there? First one we can work with, maybe 5 pounds overweight, but these women are dying. You're not special. You're not different. You're not an albino. You're not unique. You're dying. Keep going.
Well, hello again, pig fucking fuck jizzers. Today you are going to watch Gavin McInnes destroy feminists and SJW'S. So sit back, relax and enjoy. You fucking whores.
Hey Copper, you look like the Greek god of fire.
Is that because of my red hair?
And your fluorescent pink chemise. What do you got there? Is that just the way the colors are coming through?
Oh no, this is a pink jacket.
Is that a gay pride thing?
It's whatever you want it to be, man. I'm wearing it because it keeps me warm. You know how cold it is right now in Georgia?
I have heard it's quite cold. Is that why your cheeks are red too? Is that for breast cancer awareness?
Cheeks are red because I'm a ginger.
And that doesn't mean a white man.
No.
Are you a bigot towards conservatives?
No, I'm not a bigot towards conservatives. Okay, I think if anyone's a bigot, no offense, but I think all of you are the bigots. You're all the white cis male bigots. You know, and you're attacking people that are, in your opinion, lower than you. Like
Michael, I want you to get laid, okay? I can tell you don't get laid a lot. When you do all this white knight shit, it turns pussies dry.
I'm not a white knight, okay?
If you want to get laid, you gotta grow balls. When you do this fucking faggot shit, women don't want to fuck you. Even the biggest feminists, their boyfriends are fucking bikers. You need to grow your hair long, get a leather vest, and sit on a fucking crotch rocket.
I'm proud to be a social justice warrior, okay? Everyone keeps calling me that in the comments. And
no one is gonna fuck you, ever!
What?
Do you know how dry pussies get when you say social justice warrior?
You act like you slay pussy all the time, Gavin.
I'm married now, but when I was your age, I had every STD under the sun. I had chlamydia, gonorrhea, everything but fucking crabs. You know why? Because I was an asshole. I'm trying to help you.
You know, you're making everyone else look bad. I mean, when
I'm making everyone look bad. You're the guy with cum dripping out of his mouth every time you talk.
That's not cum. That's spit.
Why is it so viscous?
Fucking mouth because of people like you.
It was dangling on your chin. I could see there was white in it. Those are the sperms.
When you're attacking women, you're attacking my mother. You're attacking my
Your mother's dead, asshole.
What?
Isn't your mother dead?
Yes, she is dead.
So, how am I attacking her?
It has nothing to do, that's neither here nor there. That's not right. I don't know why you would even bring that up.
Well, you're calling me a motherfucker, and I'm like, you're calling me a necrophiliac.
I'm not calling you a necrophilia. I'm just saying that you're making women feminists more and more. Like, I get offended easily when I'm touchy because I have a lot of women in my family. I've been raised by mostly women.
Yeah, and look what they've done. They've made a sub-fag. You're below a gay.
I'm not a sub-fag, and I don't appreciate that term, okay?
Sorry, sub-homo.
I'm a straight male.
Every fag I know is more masculine than you. These women have stripped you of your testosterone. Why are you living at home with your fucking, what do you guys call them, gubbies or nunu or...
First of all, it's not a gubby or fucking new. It's my meemaw, okay?
Okay, sorry. Help you up. And that involves you becoming a man. You should move out of the house at 18. You don't live with your fucking meemaw. However, it's hard to tell with gingers if you're 8 or 80. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Time to get out of the house and get your dinky stinky, faggot.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You sound literally like one of those bullies in the back of my high school bus back in the day.
Yeah. Bullies are underrated. You know, when we had bullies, we created Steve Jobs. We created the Silicon Valley. Those wedgies made your fucking iPhone.
First of all, just because women are less physically strong doesn't mean you get to push them around.
I don't push them around. I want them doing their magical powers, which is breeding, making babies. Sure, some of them are tough enough to be in the Marines. They're called lesbians. Some of Supermen might be good, but the majority of them should use their magic power, and that is making babies and shaping lives. Now, when we take men out of the equation, we shape lives like you and make these giant fucking ginger babies who drink moonshine all day.
That's not moonshine. That's sweet tea like my Meemaw made me. And second of all,
Your Meemaw made you into a pussy. She made you. If we had followed the system that the Lord set up, the man would be paying for her bills. Why do women have to work? And look what happens when single women raise children. They wear fucking pink zip-ups and he eats sweet tea.
Hey, Milo, okay, don't talk about me being raised because you don't understand where I come from.
I think your mother died of shame.
You're a racist bigot and you're a cocksucking fucker. Pardon my language. I'm sorry.
What's the matter with sucking cock? You're the master of it. I've never seen you without cum in your mouth.
You're a real asshole.
You ready? Yeah. All right.
Not ready.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Gavin.
Emily.
Emily. Now, you are a woman.
I am.
How long have you been a woman for?
Ooh.
A while. 20s?
A while now, yeah.
Okay. So this, I just find it amazing that you guys are half the population, and we know so little about you.
Yeah.
The first thing that I've always wondered is why you guys can't do machine gun sounds.
Oh, I don't know. I think I can do machine gun sounds.
Okay, I'll demonstrate, and then
Okay.
you just mimic it. Ready?
Okay. I think I'll spit everywhere.
That's fine.
Maybe we can't.
That's just a farty sound.
Maybe we can't.
The lips aren't involved. No, don't do that. It's
I'm spitting everywhere.
go.
On you, potentially.
Spit all you want.
I can't do it.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you know this, and you might want to tell other people in the women community, but pew pew is not a laser gun.
Pew pew.
Yeah, that does not count. We're
No?
not gonna, no. A laser goes.
I can
Oh,
do
that's
that.
pretty good. Oh my God, can you teach other women how
I
to
will.
do that?
I'll take
that
it
would be
with me.
wonderful. What's it like being a woman?
It's a lot of work,
Oh yeah?
I'd say. Got to deal with you guys.
Yeah. Can I just adjust one of your hairs?
Please do. Thank you.
Why do you guys all want to have a $10,000 Hermes bag called a Birkin?
I don't know.
It seems like a very frivolous waste of money.
It does, but we might say that about some kind of vehicle or something.
At least a vehicle takes you from A to B.
A purse can probably take you places too.
But if you had a Birkin, you couldn't go anywhere with it because it might get robbed. It's like walking around with a giant diamond.
True, I guess so.
So you would love to have a Birkin.
Well, it's all relative, right?
Okay, what if you had $540,000 in the bank?
Okay.
Would you spend 10 of it on a Birkin?
Am I done at the end of that 540,000?
It just happens to be your savings. Your grandma died and she was rich.
Yeah, I probably would.
Wow. When you make out with a guy who has a beard, is part of it just like, we got to get through this, or do you really like it? This
Oh, it
big
hurts.
mustache. It's chafing, right?
And then I'm all like red.
So is a lot of horsing around with men just sort of lying back and thinking of England?
England, why?
Or
England?
Canada? I mean, it's not that, a lot of it is just sort of like, whew, here we go.
I suppose it
Better
could
than
be.
being lonely. Are pads kind of considered an old lady thing?
Yes.
So it's for losers.
That's it for losers.
So if you had a new friend and you thought, this chick's kind of cool, she might become my new best friend. And then you went to her house and you saw a big, like a Costco thing, a Walmart size thing of Always with Wings. Would you go, ew, what a loser? You would be disappointed in her.
I'm not disappointed. I'd feel bad.
You'd feel sorry for her. It's like having a burn on your face
Whoa.
using pads. It's like being
Well, that's
cross-eyed.
not on her face.
Right, but it's in the same genre. It's like a friend who's cross-eyed. You love them, but you go, that's unfortunate, the lazy eye.
So, Gavin, what do you think about National Bullying Awareness Week? Is it going to do the trick? Is it going to solve the problem?
Of course not. It's a silly thing. It's just like this whole campaign that Canada had to eradicate hate, as Mark Stein pointed out. Not the crime, not the speech, the actual human emotion. Bullying is a natural part of being a young man. There's a whole Lord of the Flies hierarchy there that you cannot regulate. And to try to regulate it is to put kids in a bubble that's going to do them more harm than good because they won't be prepared for the real world. You know, there's fights. There's real physical fights every day. It's not just in business, it's how we live.
I mean, Gavin, it seems to me that you go in the workplace, you walk down the street, you're in the park, wherever you are, there's going to be a bit of a conflict. Even if we're both approaching it as nice guys who want to understand each other, there's going to be a misunderstanding some point down the road.
Life is conflict, and I don't think the jury is out, or the jury's decided if bullying is necessarily bad. I mean, you said if someone's waiting to beat you to a pulp, you have to call the police. I'm not so sure that's a given. I mean, I was bullied. When we were kids in Canada, your mom would make you a bed in the back seat for road trips. We'd make jumps on our bikes. We'd be in the air for so long you'd almost get bored. We didn't wear shoes. We didn't know what helmets were. You know,
today they would put your mom in prison for that. All the moms would be in prison for letting us jump off BMX tracks, I'm sure.
Exactly. There was a woman in Texas who got arrested for having her kids play outside. You know, and what's happening to kids? They're just getting fatter and they're playing video games. They could do with some bullying.
War on men. Let's ask our Dapper Party panel. It's lawyer and feminist writer Jill Filopovic and Gavin McInnes, contributor at TechMag.com. All right, so Gavin, you've written a lot about this controversial and unpopular topic, so I'm going to start with you. Okay. Are men being discriminated against?
Yes, clearly. I mean, the data shows it, from danger in the workplace to alimony payments to all these perpetual myths that, like, women make less money than men. And we accept it because we can take it on the chin. We're very nice guys. But I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of the way we're portrayed in sitcoms. I'm getting sick of the way fatherhood is trivialized and single motherhood is put on a pedestal, because it's bad for America. And I used to think women were too stupid to understand this, but let's treat them like grown-ups and say sexism in 2014 is a myth, and we're going to have to get back to what matters, and what matters is fatherhood.
Okay, so you're saying that alimony is totally skewed because men end up paying more of it, although women earn a lot more money now than when the laws and the rules were kind of set in place.
40% of women are breadwinners in America, in American households. 90% of the alimony payments are by men to women. Yep. The numbers don't add up, and women should be able to do the same math that men can do. No?
Jill?
I think your math is bad. Women are 40% of breadwinners in American households because of so many single mothers. You have a lot of women that were never married in the first place when they have children. So they
and they choose that lifestyle, and that's child abuse.
Well, they don't have anyone to pay those alimony payments to. What? Alimony payments are gender neutral. There are plenty of women pay alimony payments to husbands. No. And same with child support payments.
No.
Madonna lost $76 million on her failed marriage to Guy Ritchie.
She's not your typical broad. Look, the alimony concept was invented when it was the Nona cooking a spaghetti the whole life, and then she gets a band, she goes, I made spaghetti for you guys my whole life, and now I don't know how the skills. But now that women are working in the real world...
I didn't realize that's what it was. I'm so glad
yes.
I didn't realize alimony was invented in Italy.
Isla Vista near Santa Barbara, California. Things got quickly out of control. Authorities say the partiers threw rocks and bricks and bottles at police, destroying cop cars and lighting fires. 100 people were arrested, 44 others taken to the hospital. Joining us now with reaction, our author and columnist Gavin McInnes, Deirdre Imus, the co-host of Fox and Friends First. Ainsley, who went down upon Panama City Beach, Florida, is here with us for this report. All right, so I lived in Santa Barbara, Isla Vista. It's a 60 retro. You see Santa Barbara. And they celebrate the burning of the bank that took place in the 60s. Right. It's a big holiday down there. This doesn't surprise me, but this is another level of what happens during spring break.
Well, this is what the sheriff down in Panama City said. This is the reason they don't go out on the beach and patrol the beaches as much, because they're scared that this will happen. He says all it takes is just a few seconds for all of these kids to have this riot and gang up against these officers. You have kids that slap and punch the officers and run away, and they don't know where these kids went. Or it could even be worse. They could pull out a weapon.
Well, now, one cop in particular was hurt pretty severely.
There were 5 deputies that were injured. One was hit in the face with a brick. The most severe was a university police officer. He was hit in the head with a backpack that was full of large bottles of liquor and alcohol, and face gashed. You know, it's very dangerous. Flying rocks, bottles, bricks, street signs, you see that in the video being knocked down, small fires, and officers go in to try to break it up, and then there's a riot. 15,000 kids, Sean.
Yeah, and just descending on Santa Barbara, Isla Vista, in that area.
Yeah.
Well, that's right around the UC Santa Barbara campus.
Exactly, it's most of those kids.
You see this, You know, one of the things that kept coming up last week when we were doing this story was, why do parents allow their kids to go? They don't only let them go, they facilitate it. They pay the money to go to Cancun, Florida, in this case, California. Why would parents do that?
Well, they're raising brats and spoiled brats, that is, because, again, and you've been doing great coverage on this. I watched all of it last week. When you guys cover this, it's amazing. You're right. Would you pay for? I'm not going to pay for my kid to go down to spring break to just drink and do drugs. I'm not. I mean, I don't even drink.
You won't even let your kid eat a cheeseburger. So I mean,
no. And I also don't drink. And so a lot of that comes from parents. If your parents are sitting home drinking, and a lot of these mothers do party with their kids now. You see this in high school even. Yeah. And so a lot of these parents, if you look at the parents.
They drink with their kids? They smoke pot with their kids?
Exactly. Yeah. It's a huge problem now because they want to be the kid's friend rather than be the parent.
I agree with you.
Well, let's not pretend we can control kids. These are adults, and if they want to sneak off to what is essentially a drunken orgy, then you can pretend you can control them, you can withhold the money, but you work at a gas station 10 shifts, you got enough to go down. I got in a lot of trouble the other day for simply saying a hypothetical scenario. Your son and your daughter, on their own accord, snuck down to what is essentially a drunken orgy. Who are you more worried about? And you're obviously more worried about your daughter. But this has become a sexist thing to say.
Well, hang on. I actually have those comments because you created a bit of a firestorm. All weekend long, people have been commenting about it. Let's go back to the video. This was our Audience Edition show on Friday, and this is what Gavin said.
My daughter, there's no way in hell she's going there. But with my sons, I hope they have a great time. And I hope they enjoy. With women,
alcohol poisoning.
Oh yeah,
boys
one
can
a
wind
year.
up in a hospital
That happens everywhere. That's youth. Getting pregnant is much more harmful than having some uncomfortable sex and getting mugged. The women there are human garbage whose parents don't love them.
Nice jacket, Gavin. Where'd you get that?
Gavin, that's going to backfire on you because those same guys that are going down to spring break and learning how to do that, they're the ones that are going to date your daughters.
Yes.
You don't want them to have this type of a reputation.
This is the problem with all this big picture talk. Like we're all Stalin and we can control the universe. Spring break is going on, okay? Promiscuous sex is going on. The idea of consensual sex down there is awash. It's a gray area. Now, if a boy...
What do you mean by that?
When a woman has had 10 beers shotgunned down her throat, then she...
So you think it's okay that then it's not rape or sexual assault?
And you think it's okay to send your sons down there?
That's what's happening. The males are sexually assaulting
females.
Wait a minute. If a woman chooses to drink all of that, assuming she's making the choice to funnel that beer, and she goes back to this guy's hotel room and they hook up.
This is what everyone says. Everyone goes, what about the sons? Your sons are out there raping chicks. First of all, if it's easier for people to think about, focus on the 100-milers that you talked about who come in from out of town. You sent your daughter into an area where people, the dregs of society, are coming in from 100 miles away and preying on these wasted girls. Now, yes, sons are having sex with women that is in a gray area of consensual. That's not great. I'm not bananas about that. But the son doing that is a very unfortunate, gross, sad, pathetic thing. A daughter doing that, oh my God, it's the end of the universe. She can get pregnant.
So you say there's a double standard?
Or the male
there is a double standard. It's called different genitalia. Sorry.
But the male, where's the male? The male has to impregnate her, Gavin.
Of course, but one is worse than the other. You're the one missing stuff.
But those are the kind of guys, when I was single, I avoided when I was dating.
Yes,
because
try
I didn't want
avoiding
them
them after 14 beers.
Well, I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
You know what?
Because
That's what I'm screaming.
Because I had a father and a mother that taught me
We all
not
have
to
fathers and mothers. You know the kind of crazy, stupid stuff we all did as teenagers?
I know, but Gavin, it's different now. It's so different now.
Yes, that's also my point. These kids grow up with porn. Third base, if any of us saw what third base is today, we would have to wash our eyeballs for a fortnight.
Part of it, yes, you say you didn't do that and wouldn't do that, but...
All right, let me move on really quick.
I went to spring break, but I didn't see what I saw in Panama City and the stories I heard from the police officers happening on the beaches of America.
Exactly.
I had never seen footage like that. And
Right.
That's the difference.
It's happening. It's
social
happening.
media. And the kids don't seem to care. They don't care at all.
We have like a minute and a half left. Let me go quickly to the Oscar Pistorius trial. He took the stand today. I want to get your reaction to this. Watch.